Well, hello and welcome to this week's broadcast. I am FOLLETTE, a surface pattern designer, online educator, and creative entrepreneur. And this is the last in my series of videos about how to prepare for a craft fair. So today's quick tips video is all about a few additional supplies that you want to make sure you have with you when you go to your craft fair. Tip number one is to make sure that you have an easy payment system set up either on your phone or with a device that you can get through Stripe.com. And it's incredible that you can essentially have your own cash register right on you. And most people do it straight on their phone. There's a little dongle that fits into the bottom of your phone and people swipe their credit card through it. You can get a little fancier by buying one that sits on the table, and people can either have a contactless credit card that works with it or also slide it into a slot. I'll leave a link below the video for where you can check these out, but you definitely want to have that. That's tip number one. Now, tip number two is don't forget to have cash. So you definitely want to make sure that you have cash and that cash is in small bills, that you also maybe have a little bit of change. When you're pricing your items, this is another pro tip, which is make sure you keep the math really, really simple. But it's important for you to not forget to have cash on hand. So that's tip number two. And then tip number three is make sure that you have actually an extension cord and the plugs for your phone and or computer. I don't take my computer with me, I just have my phone. But I want to make sure my phone doesn't run out of juice, and I don't exactly know where my table's going to be and where the closest plug is going to be. So make sure that you pack up both a plug for your phone and an extension cord just in case. So those are the three sort of practical tips. And what I would say is a pro tip that we talked a little bit about last week is make sure that you haven't forgotten to take something that really has a personal touch to it. Whether it's the orchid plant or maybe some fresh flowers that you can bring with you, or something like a jug that has all of your paintbrushes in them or your colored pencils or whatever it is that you like to use in your creative work so that you have that personal touch on your table. All right, well, I hope that you've enjoyed the series. I'll make sure that you have a link below to an entire guide where all of this is written up for you, and so that you can have that as a kind of takeaway and also something to follow in the future. And I wish you the very best of luck for your first or your next craft fair. Please leave a comment below if you've got any questions at all, and I'll see you next week. I always like to say in closing that I am FOLLETTE, and it's never too late to create. Bye for now, and happy holidays.